Hey, hello, good morning and good afternoon or good evening. My name is Alexis Desperoux and I'm the CTO at ConformIQ. I oversee all the product from ConformIQ Visualizer to ConformIQ Creator, Designer, and Transformer. So in today's webinar, we'll focus primarily on ConformIQ Creator 4.x series. It's what we call series here. So what I will do is I will highlight the key features that lays the groundwork for what's coming next. So thank you for joining. And if you have any question, we'll have time at the end to dive into them. So again, thank you very much for joining and let's get started. So, quick introduction about what we call ConformIQ Creator 4.7.x series. So we primarily focus on three big points on this series. The first one is, of course, AI, artificial intelligence. So the idea of this 4.7.x series is how can we integrate AI into the tool, and it's what we've done. So the idea is not to put AI everywhere, it's to put AI where AI will make a lot of value. So what we've added inside the 4.7 series is GenAI. So as you may know, you already have AI inside the tool that is called Symbolic AI. And what we've added now on top of that, and I will talk about this feature in the next slide, is GenAI. And the idea of all this 4.7 series is to bring GenAI into ConformIQ Creator. The second one is, of course, performance. So the idea is we want to bring performance inside the tool. So what we want is we want to have faster test generation. So we want you to generate tests faster, create model faster, and of course all of that is linked. There is some features that are right now on 4.7x series. I will talk about them. And the idea, yes, it's what we want to bring is we want you to be able to create model faster and to go to automation faster, and of course maintain model faster. The last one is automation itself. So the automation itself, so we've been working a lot around that. I think the biggest feature of 4.7.1 is really around automation. You will see that during the next slide and also during the presentation done by Suhas. But you will see that we've done a lot of change here. I hope you will like it. And the idea of the execution part and the automation part, sorry, is really to speed up the automation. So what we want is we want you to generate test cases faster and also test scripts faster. And I hope it's what you will see during the demonstration and during my next slides. All this feature that I will talk about, it's really important that you download the latest release 4.7.1. It's available on the extranet. If you don't know how to download all of that, you can contact your sales representative. And if, again, for every of this feature that I will talk about, if you want to have specific demonstration based on how you are actually using ConformIQ Creator, just contact your sales representative. We are here for you. We are here to give you demonstration. So yeah, just contact them if you want to have more dedicated and in-depth demonstration. Okay, so ConformIQ Creator 4.7.0 and 4.7.1 enhancements. I will talk first about the integration of course, GenAI. So the new feature that we've been introducing with 4.7.0 is, of course, feature that we call Smart Gen. And the idea of Smart Gen is to speed up the model creation. So I've been a tester also in the past, and what was taking a lot of my time was the translation of the requirements to a model. And what we've tried to do with SmartGen and what we achieve with SmartGen is now we are able, from a requirements document, from the requirement from a text file, to convert that into a model. The idea is, of course, to speed up the model creation with that. So you take your requirement, you upload your requirement into SmartGen, and then SmartGen will convert that directly into a model. So how it's done? So here we, inside ConformIQ, we've created our own LLM. And what we are using is we are using a Tune LLM. So this is something that you can actually deploy inside your company. So for security reason, it's what we recommend is you take SmartGen, you deploy that inside your own infrastructure, and then you can use it. So of course, this is mostly for security reason, and all the output that is out of SmartGen can be, of course, customized for that. Again, if you want a demonstration, really contact your sales representative. We can do demonstration of SmartGen. If you are interested by this tool, really contact us. We have a lot of things to show you, and Suhas will also demonstrate SmartGen to you. The second one is how can we accelerate modeling? So maybe some of you were using an old scanner that we had inside ConformIQ Creator called WebScan. We've been using WebScan for a couple of months or maybe years. And the idea is we try to improve this WebScan. And we came with a completely new feature called Smart Scanner. And with Smart Scanner is like really changing the game. What is happening here is now we can scan a full web page in a matter of seconds. You can implement all the elements that is scanned, individual elements or the full page directly into your model. From Smart Scanner, we are able also to generate activity diagram and structure diagram. So again, the goal here is to speed up the model creation. And the beauty of Smart Scan is, hey, it's already on 4.7.1. So you can really reuse and use and try Smart Scan. So we can, again, full page, element by element scan. And again, more things is coming in the next release. So keep in touch if you want to see all the improvement that we'll do in the next release around Smart Scanner and Smart Gen. Did I miss something? No, I think it's the most important thing. It's really structure diagram creation, activity diagram creation. And again, it takes only a couple of seconds. Another point, and I think probably some of you are also using it, is the faster export to locator change. So one of the feedback that we had from some of you was, okay, so sometime I need to change my locator in the model and I have to regenerate all the full test suite. Okay, so now what we've added inside this let's say series is you have the possibility to directly change inside your structure diagram the locator. And instead of regenerate the full test suite, you just generate your full test script. So you don't need to go through again the test case generation. You just export again and you will have a new locator in it. And all of that is really the foundation of what, again, will come next in the next release. We are really excited about what is coming on in the future. Okay, and to finish my presentation, I want to talk about also the little change that we've made. It's around the two main scripters that we have. One is around Selenium JavaScript. We've done a lot of improvement here. So if you are using it, please give us some feedback. We like your feedback, so really contact us. We'll be more than happy to listen to you. And of course, we have a new scripter that is called Appium JavaScript. Of course, Appium JavaScript is just the beginning because we are adding a lot of things around mobile in the next release. So again, if you are using mobile, if you are interested by that, you have your sales team, you can go and talk to them. So this is really great. To end my slide, I just want to talk quickly about what is coming next. So what is coming next is we've done in the next release, not on 4.7.1, but what will come later is we've done a lot of improvement around data management, data generation, execution also. A lot of things are coming in the next release. If you want to know more about that, if you want to stay in touch about that, we have a big announcement at the end. So please stay in the webinar. You will see. I hope you will like it. Okay, so I think it's time for the demonstration now. So if you have again any question at the end of the presentation, at the end of the webinar, you will have some time to ask us all the questions that you want around this 4.7x series. We are here to answer all your Q&A, and if we don't have enough time, no worry, you have again you have all the conforming pre-sales team and the sales team to answer all of the more, let's say, personal question around how you are using the tool inside your company. So Suhas, this is your time now.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Alexis. So, hi everyone. So, I'm Suhas here, and I thank Alexis for giving some great insights about our recent enhancements which we have done with 4.7.x series. So now let us see each of these enhancements one by one. So as you can see on your screen now, so this is our ConformIQ Creator tool where you can find do the modeling, where you can generate the test cases, make use of different AI. So let us start with the Smart Gen. So as you can see, we have here a perspective, a tab called a Smart Gen, where clicking on which you can start the process. So for which, let me initially take a new project. So as it has a demonstration project for now. And I select an empty project. So this will help me to create all the necessary files. So we have here, so I selected the project. The next step, what you can do to get to make use of this smart gen, the LLM functionality is browse the requirement file. So this is my requirement file. I have a sample user requirement document here of a particular application, which I'll show you later, and also go through this document. So let me browse this file now. Click on open, and now with just click of a button on this generate feature file, the process starts. So as you can see, it the input the file has been input into a LLM, and it started processing. So you can see here we have the job ID, and we also have the file name with the start time, and also you can see the status which has been queued. So now let us go back to the requirement file where I can show you what we actually have here. So this is a sample user requirement file I considered with application called as Parabank. So let me show you the application. So this is a Parabank application, and as you can see, we have here many interactive elements such as we have few links, then we have a customer login form with text boxes, buttons, and link. So suppose now this entire application is not yet developed; it's still under development stage, and you have this requirement discussed along with your team, and you have formed this one requirement document. So you just need to provide the sequence of how user interacting with the application. So where user initial starts with hitting the URL, followed by where he gets multiple options, whether as you can see here, a user can either go with the admin page or register himself. So let me take a flow here where user comes to this particular web page, clicks on register, and the register page opens where he provides some name. So let me provide it quickly. Called as address. We have few fields here. So the same fields, if you want, we can highlight within our requirement document as well, so that the LLM can understand that these are few parameters that needs to be considered. So once this is done, let me provide the username as well now. So consider it as test one and password. Okay. So we have the registration done. So once this registration done, so this is what the new page which the control goes to, and we have again user finds so many options here where user can go either with the open new account to transfer funds or the bill pay. Suppose if we go on with the bill pay, again we have few more fields here, and then if we click on send payment, we can have here the success flow, or also, we can create some negative flows around this. Similarly, if we go with the find transaction flow, where whatever the transactions user has done, so those information we can find either by ID, date, or data range, or by amount. So this is a sample a user interaction flow. So the same has been considered within this requirement document. So as you can see, this entire document is on a very high level plain text, simple English format. There is not much structure provided, just highlighted on few aspects so that these can be considered as the parameters which are necessary to has for considering the data. So this is the flow where user clicks on the register link, he gets these fields, he fills them, And then if there is some mismatch, we have some negative scenarios considered here. And if it is, once it is positive, he finds this again different options such as open new account, transfer funds. User can select either accounts overview or transfer funds. So in this way, this entire requirement document has been framed. So suppose if he comes on transactions mode, again the highlight has been made whether he is going with the transaction ID or the transaction amount, or is the date or the data range. So again, within these different sub pages, if we have any specific information such as whether what's the type of account, whether it's checking and saving, so it has been specifically highlighted out so that it becomes clear for the LLM to consider these as the parameters. And once this has been done, this entire document, what you can see, it has been ready. The next task is just go to the smart gen here. So let me bring back the smart gen copy now here. So yeah, this is the smart gen what we have. So we just need to drag and drop the file, and I'll click the browse and click on the upload button. So as you can see, in no time, the LLM was successful in processing the information what we had in this requirement file, and you can see that the end time information and the status now getting completed. So this is the feature file which got generated. So as a best practices, and also we recommend to follow some process around this, the entire the output of the LLM, so that there's no any extra information or any data which is being missed, to make sure that all the data has been needed is right. If you think reading this the different features is too much lengthy, so what we can do is you can directly create the model which gives better visualization. So let me do that with few clicks. So let me browse this feature file which is generated, and click on finish. So in no time, as you can see, we have the model flow as well ready. So let me make this as a main area, and this is the model flow what we have. So let me rearrange for better visualizations. So this is what you can see the model flow. So whatever you had here within this requirement file, so with the help of our smart gen, as Alexis mentioned, which basically converts the requirements into model flows. So this is which actually follows the American VRM standards. So this is what you get. So let me go to conformic modeling perspective so that you get better visualization, and so whatever the information we had within the requirement file, so that output you can get and can either view here, make some changes so that while doing the test case generation you get the right desired output. And also you can see within this output all the names which have highlighted, those fields are considered as parameters, which is what needed. So if you come to the model, if you think, as I mentioned earlier, reading this thousand, right now it is a simple file, but if there's lots of scenarios, you may find it difficult to go through all those lines of in the feature file. So you can consider this model flow, which helps you in better visualization. And create also provides the information consolidated here within the properties across the different nodes, such as this is for the given statement. And if there is any unique statements or the common statement, it tries to put in the common path, followed by again branching out if any unique statements or unique keywords it finds across different scenarios. So as you can see, this particular statement, which is common across different scenarios, has been split, which tells you that which provides actually gives you some unique step definitions. So that's what the creator does to you. So the intelligence has been provided to help you out with this uh, creation of the model flows, which actually guides you to know what are the to generate unique step definitions. So once you save this file, the next step is go to ConformIQ test design to generate the test cases. So once you can do so, let me refresh this project quickly. Oops, okay, I closed it. Right. So let me refresh this project. So once we have that, so now I just click on the load model, which is the first case where we are actually sending the information of the model to our engine, which we call the symbolic AI. So this is our the AI agent, which helps us with optimization, which helps us with generation of test cases, which also helps in giving us the repeatable test cases. So, and of course the 100% coverage. So let me consider this the AD file, which the model flow, and now click on the generate test cases button. So in no time, you can see the test cases has been started, and you can see the generation, it gives you 100% coverage. And we have here around 15 test cases generated in no time. So these 15 test cases, if you see, it has also done some optimization. So this helps you to reduce any duplicate test cases or redundancy you can find in the test suite. We the Confirm IQ Creator tool this, it also provides a review perspective, a tab where you can review the test cases, the flow per test case which has been generated in your test suite, so that which helps you give enough information, okay, that this is the right flow, so that there is no issues with respect to this particular test case. So this visualization and the confirmation will help you to go proceed with the uh, uh, generation of the scripts for the execution. So this was about the smart gen. So in case if you have any questions, please do please do keep a hold so that we can take it all at the end of this presentation. So now let us go to our next, the big thing, which is our smart scanner. So as Alexis mentioned some time back that we had the existing functionality, the users who are already existing users are already using the scanning feature, but we have enhanced it this time. So usually it was being triggered with the import process. So but now we are making sure that they get it with the reduced steps and with more functionalities. So that's why we have renamed it as the smart scanner. And not just with respect to those enhancements, you can also find few more as Alexis listed out some time back. So let me show you all of those features. So as you can see, just right click on the project. Now you get to see this smart scanner feature. So I the existing feature to the import, it's will be deprecated in the future release versions. So I recommend and to take this new feature, which helps you to reduce time and also initiate the scanning process at the very earliest stage. So once now I come back to the same application here. So this is my application. So let me go back to the home page and let's say log out here for now. So this is my home page. So let me consider the same URL and take this URL. So now considering the use case where I already have the application ready and I want to test these elements, so I go with the smart scanning option, and let me open the smart scanner as well now. Right. So as you can see, we the within the creator itself, we have this the web browser open, and you can see in this the new scanning feature, you can observe a lot of customization and more power to you while doing the scanning process. So let us initially provide with the URL. So I'll just mention the URL, and as you can see within this, we have here features for the full scan, element scan, and if you want to manually add, you can add them, and the elements view. So if I click on just the full scan button, so in few seconds you can see that all the different interactive elements what you can find, either the link, text boxes, or button, will be captured in just fraction of seconds. And in this elements view, you can get all the detailed information. You can see the URL, the screen name, the element type, whether it is a link, text box, or a button, the elements name, and you can also get the X path with uh, all the different object locator information associated to that. So in case if you want to provide some data right here, you have that provision too. So we just click on the, suppose this is a text box. So I'll just mention against the username as Suhas and the password as something, and some random values, and you can just click on submit, and voila, you have the files ready, the model flow ready. So before going to that step, so let me come back one step behind and show you how what are the customization and the power you can get. So let me delete all these scanned features right now. So let me click on remove, and so now suppose with the agile working environment, we are doing the sprint wise development, and let us take a use case where in the new sprint this is the target of elements which have been developed and needs to be tested. So you can just go with the element scan, so that whatever the elements within the application you want to test it or target it as per the new sprint development, just select them. So with this element scan, you can do the focused, the targeted scanning, and so that and also you can perform the testing as well. So instead of going with the full scan, you can save your time and just go with this element scanning feature. So you can still get the same information with all the XPath, the element name, and different object level information. So, and in case if you have missed anything, suppose if you want to add an element, so just click on add element option here, where you need to provide the URL, the screen name, the element type, whether it is a pop-up button, link, or a text box, or the radio. Then provide an element name and the tag name. The tag name will directly help you in creating the XPath. So with this, you can have manual addition of elements as well. Suppose if the scanner doesn't consider any such elements, so this provision is also been provided. So in this way, you get more control and more power over your scanning of the application. Suppose now, if while scanning, doing element scan, if the element has been the locator has been identified, but you want to make some changes with respect to the name. Suppose I click on this title and say like, it, you need to provide some name, so you just need to mention I just mention it as paragraph title. Click on submit, and you can see within the elements view it has been added, and even the XPath has been updated for that. So if you want to edit again within this the element board, the grid, suppose if you want to change this element type from button to link, you can do that as well right here. So that modification has provision has also been provided. So all the power, so all the control is on you. So why wait? You can reach out to our support team, or you can check out our latest 4.7.1 version, so that you can try this hands-on and you can have that experience of more control while scanning and on the testing. So let us go back to our main focus of this demonstration. So once you have the, so let me delete what I have considered here. So right. So now this is, I have considered a sample flow where user starts with the fill form and I click on the submit. So here you get option whether you need to customize your the structure diagram file name, and if you also want to create an activity diagram, so that feature has also been enabled now in this new smart scanner functionality. So you just check this checkbox and you can have the AD file also created. So just click on create, and in no time you can see here within the same model folder within the project which you have targeted, you can see this AD, the activity diagram already created, and along with the structure diagram as well. So for the new users who are attending this webinar, this structure diagram is basically wireframe, a skeleton of the application. Whatever you find within this application, the different interactable elements, the same thing gets created automatically here within this structure diagram file. And from this, we create the ConformIQ Creator tool creates the action repositories, and which helps you drive the sequence of the steps. What are the different steps user has followed for in a particular sequence, a flow sequence while interacting with the application. So you can see here the flow has already been added here, starting with the fill form and then clicking on the login button. So suppose now if you want to provide some data right here, if not on the elements view, you have that provision as well. So just go to the fill form, and here within this you can provide the username data manually again. And if in case if you want to add more list of values, just double click on them and you can add it. So the control is on you. So now in case, now going further, so let me save this file and I come back to the structure diagram, and as you can see within the screen we have captured the URL as well. But since the first phase of the execution, to help in the execution, we want the URL, the Chrome to be launched. So let me provide an interface for that, called as external interface, and I call it as URL. And let me provide custom action so that it triggers the launch of the Chrome. So let me say it as Chrome launch. I provide the URL. So once it is ready, so let me within this Chrome launch, let me do mapping with the interface. So it's just about a few clicks within the properties so that all the required properties are set up for the execution. So there is no block, and you get a seamless executable scripts as well as you can have seamless execution. So let me provide some short form here, I say, and then I'll provide the test rendering as well. So let me provide this. Click on OK. So it's done. So once we have this, I come back to the AD file. So where initially I mentioned this user input action, which is the URL. So let me say Chrome launch, and then just let me resequence this. And then within the input constraint, I provide the information of the URL, which is the same paramedic application. And then for this user entry, the system actually gives us the output, which is basically the display of the web page. So let me provide the verification action as well. So the creator tool provides you both the functionalities to provide the input as well as the output, the verification actions as well. So I'm keeping it default initialized. So we have the flow ready. So let me save this, come back to the test design, and let me delete the existing test cases, main this as main, and the steps are same again. Just now, this time you just need to click on the generate test cases, because for the project which has already been loaded, you can just click on the generate test cases, and in no time you can have the test cases generated. So it's taking some time. Let me close this one now. So just click on generate test cases, right? So we have the test cases generation ready. So this is about the new features what we were talking about with respect to the smart scanner and the smart gen, where you get the power, where you can just mention on a very high level about the requirements, where on a very high level you just mention about the application you are developing and just put in the smart gen, and you have the model flow ready. And once you have the model flow, so whatever the different GUI elements you can find, you can make use of our smart scanner, either go with the full scan or customization of a few the specific elements as per your testing scope or the requirement, and have those elements scanned and have the model ready. Follow the same step, just click on load model and generate test cases. So in this we can have the test scripts ready as well. Now suppose if you want to provide some say like generate the scripts for the, suppose if you have the automation for the sign name Java, you can select this DC option, which is basically design configuration, that encloses different scripter information, either it is for the manual say Excel scripter or for the automation Selenium Java. So you just select them, click on finish, and once you have the test case generation ready, you can just click on the export button. So if you have any questions till here on this, on the smart scanner, we'll be ready to take you. But if you want to reach out to us to make sure that in case if you want to uh, try out these new functionalities, you can raise a ticket, or you can just reach out to the email support@conformiq.com. Okay. So let me stop screen sharing, and if you have any questions regarding the smart gen or the smart feature, the scanning feature, will be we are here to support you.
Thank you very much, Suhas. Thank you very much for this demonstration. It's not right now exactly the time to start asking some question. You can in the chat, but before answering all your question, we have a big announcement. The big announcement is we are launching our LinkedIn community page. So what we want to do is we want to be closer to you. We want to answer to more global also support question that can also help the community grow. So right after this session, you will receive an invitation email. You will just need to click on accept and you are in. So what will you find in this community page? So you will find support, of course. Um, you will be able to answer the community itself, but you will be also able to contact us. So really support, if you have something, let's say high level, just go here on the community page and we'll be able to answer you and help the community to improve their skill. Also, you will have access to release notes. So sometime you want to ask some specific question about what is in the release, you will be able to answer all of that on the community page. So a question on the release, a question on the feature, you can contact us directly on the community page. And of course, you will have exclusive insights to, for example, around tips, best practice, kind of sneak peek of all what is behind ConformIQ tools. We have already some big topics that are coming. For example, you can see Master Symbolic AI. We'll talk about what we call Symbolic AI and how it's working behind. We have a lot of things going on. So really, if you are interested by this community page, join us right now. Again, it's on LinkedIn. I think we all have LinkedIn, so no choice for you. Join us, and we'll be happy to make this community page live. So the first time, it's about the first question was around the LLM itself, and it was about smart gen. So in smart gen, so you have two possibilities to work with smart gen. The first one is you connect directly to our servers. So we have our LLM working. Okay, so you connect directly to it and you use our own LLM. Another point, and it's about security. I mean, if you are working in companies, usually you have some security policy, of course. So you can deploy your own LLM directly inside your own company. So like that, no security issues. And of course, if you want a demonstration, if you want to talk more in detail about that, again, we have a full sales team to answer all of your questions. Okay, we have also another question around smart scan and the ability to track an adaptable locator. So yes, so we've added in a feature inside the structure diagram. You can add multiple locator in it. So this is one of the feature. You have also the possibility to kind of scan some part or some elements and take so all of that. This is some stuff that is right now in 4.7.1, and again, all of that it's is in 4.7.1. So to use to try really go and download 4.7.1, it's available right now today. Okay, to wait a couple of minutes still. If you want to hear more about something, if you want to ask question about the community page, Smart Scan, the LLM, if you want to know more so about that, you can ask your question right now. And also, I mean, you can see that directly in with the sales team. No problem. They are trained to answer all of your questions too. Um, so still no question. Okay. So I think everything was clear. Congratulations, Suhas. So, okay. Can I add a bit more detail probably around the LLM itself? Yes, so a question around that, can we run this LLM local? So to give you some little technical hint around that, to run the LLM that we are using, I'm not sure that you will be able to run it on your computer. So it's why we have this server approach where we deploy that on a dedicated server to run the LLM. So to run a local LLM on your laptop, the size of the LLM itself that needs to be run to have something that is okay to generate from requirement to a model, you need to have a kind of big computer. So it's why we've have now this new smart gen um, deployed directly on the server, and then from ConformIQ Creator you connect to it. Okay, so another question around Smart Scan, around is Smart Scan web? So yes, you can record a web interface. So the demonstration was really around web. So if you have a website, no problem at all. We are thinking to add also mobile support. This is on the development, but we are also looking for this type of capabilities. So yeah, a lot of things is going around Smart Scan and around Smart Gen. Okay, so no more question, I think. Again, so um, I will wait a couple of minutes still, but if you have any question, you want to have specific demonstration, contact really our sales team. They are here for you. They are here to answer any question. And also, if you want to see some new things inside the tool, really share all of that with the sales team. I'm always happy to have some feedback from our user. Okay. I think with smart scanner. Okay, so this one. Can we screen? Can Suhas, with smart scanner, can we scan only one screen at a time, or we can scan multiple screens? Do you want to answer this one?
So suppose now if you are scanning this page, so this is what you'll provide initially the URL, and if you want to navigate through other page, say like you click on register or the admin page, you go to a new web page. So again, you can scan this web page as well. So the Chrome window, what you saw, the browser, the web browser which opened with the smart scanner feature, so it will be open as long as you click on submit and for the creation of activity and structure diagram files, so you can scan as number of the web pages as you want. So but currently can go ahead with scanning in a sequence, because that is what it will help you to get the right sequence of flow and the test cases.
Okay, we have another question. We have a lot of questions now. How seamlessly can SmartGen integrate with existing conformic model or pipeline already in use? So to answer this question, I would say that if you want to improve your model, if you want to update an SD, if you want to update an AD, I mean, just use it, generate your SD, and if you really want to implement this new, let's say, part of the scan, you can always, if you want, update the SD diagram that you have. So like that, the scan, all the new stuff that you've scanned right now today will be available. And of course, all the AD created, you can integrate that directly inside your model. So I think this question, it depends on where you are, how is your model right now today. But I mean, you can give a try. It's already here. If you want to know more about that, if you want to discuss more specifically about that inside your how you are using Conform IQ Creator today, we can have a call one on one. No problem for that. Okay, does this work well for mobile native application? Oh, this is a really good question. This is actually something on the development internally. We are looking to have mobile native application support for the scan. So right now it's on the development. We hope we'll have that in the next release. But yeah, it's on the development. We want to add this capability in the future. So right now it's mostly web. But yeah, for native application, just wait a bit. It's coming. What is the typical processing time for SmartGen to generate a full set of test case given model or requirement set? Uh, what is the typical processing time for SmartGen to generate a full set of test cases from a given model or requirement set? Okay, so I can take this question. So the generation time from requirement to model It depends on the server itself that you have behind. So I would say this one really depends on the server. So on this demonstration, we were using the smallest server that we can use, and it's around probably 4 to 5 minutes. Again, this is the smallest because we want to be in the not in the best shape. So like that, we can always improve the model and everything. So for us, it's maximum, let's say 5 minutes of timing generation between requirement to model, really maximum. And then to generate from that test cases. When you just click on the button, your model is ready, and you can do what you are doing right now today. So for the longest part is the translation, because we need to understand the requirements. We need to re-double check the requirement when the first set is generated. So it takes a couple of minutes. Again, on the smallest server to run an LLM that we have, if you upgrade a bit more, you really go drastically down. So to answer your question, depends on the server. It can be faster depending on the how much you can how big you can have as a server to run the LLM. And when it's done, you have a model ready to use, and you just click on generate test cases, generate test script, and you're good to go. For smart gen support is on here also. I think we've answered everything. I think we've answered everything. So thank you very much, everybody. It was a pleasure for us to do this webinar. And if you have again any question, if you think of a question later, you can really contact the sales team. You can contact also support at conformiq.com. You can contact us every and on the community page, of course. Really important for you to give a try. It's starting today, so we are really excited about this one. A lot of work have been done by the team. So really join us on the community page. Again, you will have a link right after this webinar. Thank you very much, and I wish you a really great week.
Thank you, everyone.